Hello and welcome to today's episode. And today we are going to take a look at individual training and group training. That's individual training versus group training. We're going to take a look at both, since both have their benefits and fallouts. This is basically for those who want to embark on exercising, right, and have not yet decided whether they want to do group exercises or they just want to do an individual workout. Well, they'll be doing training on their own, or just have a training partner or a trainer, right? So individual exercises versus group training, and let's just get right into it. So we are going to start with the pros of group exercises, the benefits, that is, right? So let's start with number one. As you train, right, you're going to be motivated. When you're at the group, you're motivated because there's many of you, of course. This is the opposite of when you're alone. Doing it alone is hard to get that motivation. And besides that, there's also accountability. You have people who may hold you accountable if you don't come to a training session for that day. You'll be asked, right? So you have to be accountable for that. But of course, you'll be motivated because you'll see others push themselves, but you'll also have to do the same to keep up and actually be accountable for also training for that day. Number two, you will have social interactions. So as you exercise with groups, right, or as a group, you're going to actually be socializing and working out together. This, of course, like I said, motivates you, and it has or brings a sense of community. So there's this sense of whether sisterhood or brotherhood or just a community that motivates you always, and in turn it makes the whole process enjoyable. Number three, you have a structured plan or planned out workouts. Your workouts will be planned out, right, by instructor, basically, because you'll have one instructor who is training you guys. This will reduce the need for you to start making your own workouts and all that, and creating a workout so that you get the perfect workout, right? All that is eliminated. And also the need to plan out your workout is also eliminated. So this also saves a lot of time. All you have to do is just go there to your group and you start working out, just following along the instructor's instruction, and that's it. The fourth pro of group workouts is that you will have a variety of exercises in your disposal. So at times it may be fun also, because groups, you may have fun times and just doing things that are actually enjoyable. Having a variety of exercises are usually enjoyable and very much engaging. So variety of exercises also bring fun and enjoyable, and you just don't feel as if you're actually working out hard training, because by the time you're done, time is gone and you've already gained a lot at that moment. Pro number 5, there will be some healthy competition. When you see others doing the workout right within your group and completing it and doing well, you'll also be motivated to do so. You can't start slacking you'll probably be the only one who is slacking at that moment. So you'll take it upon yourself to actually do the workouts, right, and making sure that you complete them just as the whole group is doing. Yeah, so that's it for the pros of the group training. Now let's see what are the fallouts, the couple of cons of group training. Number one, you'll have less flexibility. You see, when you join a group, it means that there will be a fixed time which you guys will have to meet up. So this will actually, or it may interrupt your daily schedule. I mean, you may have to change your schedule to fit in to that group. So this at times may not be ideal because you may miss a couple of sessions due to other things, right? Compared to just your own individual routine. So another con. So con number two, you'll have less personalization, and this is actually a deal breaker for me because there's some sessions or some exercise that I pretty much don't like. So it's not about them being hard, it's just that I just don't like them. So that's why I personally prefer a personalized workout. And reasons that a lot of the time group workouts, they're not tailored for individuals, you see. And so, like I said, these may be a problem because some exercises may not be as much as effective to you. So they may be effective to other people and beneficial, but not necessarily for you. And you just be doing it because you're already in the session. So this is one of the main reasons you should be careful of why you should, or whether you should join a group, because some of those exercises or training routines may not be for you, thus not benefiting you in any way. Okay, let's go to number three. With the cons of group session, you may have tendency to compare yourself to others. And like I said, at times when you're doing group sessions, some people would benefit with whatever the trainer or the instructor has for that group, so they may progress much more than others. So you may start actually comparing yourself to those who are progressing better, and this unfortunately may lead to self-doubt, because now you're thinking to yourself, how come I'm not progressing? How come I'm not gaining what the next person is gaining, or whoever your exercise buddy is gaining? So this is actually also a very negative with the group session. And the last con, or the last negative for group session, is the cost. So joining groups or joining a routine or a group session, it costs money. You have to pay. Going to a gym, you have to pay for these sessions. So when comparing this to an individual session, right, you can just do it at home. For most individuals, if you think that you can actually create your own workouts, which will actually save you a lot of money. But for group sessions, you have to pay. You have to pay the instructor and other things that you have to pay for. So this is also a very negative con compared to individual. Okay, now let's take a look at the pros of individual workouts. The first positive for this matter is having complete flexibility. Now when you're flexible, you can do your workouts anywhere or anytime. So whenever you are free or your time allows you to work out, you can just simply go out there or just be indoors and do your workouts. Number 2, you have a personalized workout. Though I should say, you should take the time to make sure that when you're creating a personalized workout, consult someone who is an expert at this, or do your thorough research on the type of exercises that you have to embark on, because this will obviously depend on that individual goal, right? And the sweet spot about this is that the personalized workout is that you can actually tailor it to your goals, your fitness level, and whichever sort of exercises that you personally prefer. Yeah, so that's number 2, personalized workouts. Now, number 3, you will have faster progressions, and that's because you will have your own individual workout, so you know exactly where to actually target. What are the exercises that will target where you want to be fitter, or whether you're being strong or something. You know exactly which, and of course this is after doing your research and making sure you have chosen the right exercises, so you know what to target to bring you great progression. And number 4, you will be much more focused and mindful. When you're doing it on your own, when you are embarking on an individual exercises, right, you'll be much more focused. There's no much distraction that around, so you'll be mindful of what you're doing, and in turn this will also help with mental clarity. And number 5, the benefit would be lower cost. So there'll be no membership fees, or you can just simply do your workouts at home or just outdoors without it paying anything. You just have a few of your equipment, dumbbells, kettlebells, and skipping rope, and you just start your workout. So it's kind of free. So there you have it. You have those were the 5 pros. Now let's look at the cons of individual workouts. Number 1, lack of motivation. You see, when you're embarking on an individual training, at times, as soon as you wake up, let's say the training is in the morning, many of the times you will be demotivated. You won't have that motivation to get up and work out, because no one is there to tell you to do so. You have to take it upon yourself to be motivated and go out and train. So in turn, this requires discipline and consistency. So without those, it will be very hard for a person to actually embark on an individual training regime. Number 2, there are no social interactions. Say for maybe if you have a trainer or a training buddy, right? But if you embark solo, it's just you. Maybe you and the music or podcast you're listening to at times, but most of the time it's just you and your equipment, your sets, and your reps. And this can actually be much more lonely or less enjoyable for those who enjoy interaction or social training. And this is where I would actually say, if you are the type who enjoys social interactions and just doing your training in a social setting, I'd suggest you don't embark on this individual exercises. Just join a group, and you to be much more beneficial for you. Number 3, there's also greater risk of poor form when you are embarking on the solo training, right? You're likely to do a lot of exercises poorly, and that's because you don't have someone to instruct you well, or a trainer or an expert to tell you exactly how to do some of these exercises correctly. And it's very important to do exercises in good form. A lot of people do not actually do this, or do not take this into consideration. Poor form actually leads to injury. So without an instructor or an expert, you're more likely to develop bad tendency and habits and improper form and technique, which in the long run is very bad. And number 4, limited variety. And that's because without variety, you'll have to stick to the same workout, right? But the problem with this is that this may lead to boredom, and eventually you may hit a plateau. We're doing the same workouts over and over, and if you're not actually enjoying them or seeing any benefit, you'll hit a plateau, and this is not enjoyable by any means. Trust me, because as someone who embarks on individual workouts, I've actually experienced this. So, in conclusion, which one is better? Individual exercises or group exercises? Well, my take is it depends. It depends on your personality, goals, and lifestyle. That's if you are the type who enjoys socializing and need external motivation, well, group exercises may be ideal for you. If you prefer flexibility and independence, then the individual exercises and training will be what's ideal for you. But again, you can also do a mix of both. Some people during let's say work days, right, from Monday probably to Friday or to Thursday, they may do individual exercises, and during the weekend may do group exercises. So it all depends on your schedule and what you prefer and all that. So there you have it. Hopefully you can make up your mind and choose which would be better for you in case you want to start on your training routine. And yeah, I'll stop there. Till next time, stay well and peace.